How to learn day game. Are you tired of striking out in day game, feeling like you're stuck in a cycle of failure? Are you sick of wasting time and money on other day game coaches, day game courses, and boot camps that promise you results but leave you empty handed? Well, here's the shocking truth: 90% of the guys doing day game all Okay, 90% of guys are doing day game all wrong, and is costing them more than just cash. I'm John Elite, the world's best day game coach, with 659 laid in po testimonials. And I've seen countless men spiral into a cycle of failure, their self-esteem crushed with every rejection. But what if I told you there was a way to break free from this trap? In this video, I'm going to expose the hidden pitfalls that are sabotaging your success and reveal the real path to day game mastery. It is time to face the truth. The path to day game mastery isn't what you think. So let me, John Elite, guide you through this pitfall and show you the real way to succeed. Here's the problem. In the world of day game, many try to go at it alone, thinking that they can crack the code with sheer numbers of spam approaching. But let's be honest, this approach rarely works, especially if your SMV or sexual market value is very low. You might snag a few dates with women who are 4 out of 10 in looks. Maybe you might get one or two lays. Maybe not during the inflation, but maybe during the pandemic. But is that what you really want? To get women way below your looks level? Come on now. With the economic stress of 2023, 2024, and 2025, the inflation has made the numbers game even more ineffective. More and more people are quitting, unable to overcome the growing obstacles from women. They turn MGTOW, men going their own way. And the harsh reality is, without the right guidance, you're just spinning your wheels. And here's the frustrating part, because it doesn't just stop there. You sign up for a day game course from other coaches. You're clutching onto the hope that this time things will be different. But here's the kicker: even with all the right information at your fingertips, if you can't think clearly, you're doomed to fail. It's like being handled, it's like being handed a map without the ability to read it. The destination remains out of reach, taunting you with every single misstep. So, what's happening is called the winner and loser effect. It's a harsh reality. It's an unforgiving cycle that grips you tighter as you stumble, especially with a big double chin. It'll grip you over there because that gives you cortisol. Every single time you fail, you're going to get a lot more cortisol stress in a double chin. Every failure isn't just a setback, it is a weight on your shoulders, pumping up your cortisol levels, dragging you further into the abyss of self doubt and despair. Victories once vibrant and within grasp now feel distant, fading dreams slipping away as soon as you reach for them. And you find yourself spiraling, caught in the web of the 4 traits of low self esteem. That's right. Trait number 1 is called delusions. That's right. Where you convince yourself things aren't as bad as they seem. Then the second trait is half assing it. for half-hearted efforts, where you go through the motions without conviction, bad decisions leading you down the path of the wrong path, this sociopath, and you fail in 4 months and you get started right where you began. That's number three. Number four is you're quitting. You turn MGTOW. You're attempting to escape the whispers of promise of relief, but it only delivers regret because once you quit for good. And these traits turn you into a zombie, wandering aimlessly in the dating world, devoid of purpose and direction. You become a shadow of your former self, haunted by the specters of misses and opportunities and unfulfilled potential. In your desperation, you might end up listening to the wrong coaches, these global game platform scammer gurus who are popular, those who peddle false promises and empty strategies, and they don't even get people laid. They're given DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're included even though they don't have lay testimonials. There's no merit while people like me gets ignored. They peddle false promises, empty strategies, and they're getting you stuck in a cycle that leads nowhere but MGTOW, a path of isolation and resignation, the pain of seeing others succeed where you falter is a constant reminder that your shortcomings, relentless echo that chips away at your confidence and self-worth. It's tormenting you for your existence. It's like you're in a purgatory of Daygame, and one that you feel is inescapable. And you're trapped in a loop of failure with no way out. But the truth is, this cycle can be broken. That's right. You don't have to remain a prisoner of your own making. So the first step is to acknowledge the pain, understanding the root of your struggles, and seeking the right guidance to navigate your way back to success. So, for example, this is like the first one, the lone wolf approach. That's what you're doing. You think you can master Daygame alone? Think again. Going solo and try and do it yourself because you think you know better than me seems like a brave move. Maybe you think it saves you money, but without the right SMV, without the right skill set, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Sure, you might connect with a few women and you might get some flaky phone numbers and you probably will not get laid. But if you got laid before, it was like a woman that was 4 out of 10. It's completely ugly that nobody wants. But that is the pinnacle of your ambition. The numbers game is a losing battle, especially in 2025 for the inflation, 2024, even 2023, especially with the economic pressures of the binflation in recent years. And that's the thing, even with the new tariffs and everything, many have thrown in the towel, especially Canadians, because they're poor, unable to navigate the increased objections for women. It's a harsh reality, but one that must be faced. You want to, if you truly want to succeed, the journey of a lone wolf is fraught with challenges, and without a pack of guidance like my inner circle, my students from Elite Bundle 2, they're all in the same WhatsApp group, you're left vulnerable. You're left vulnerable to the harsh elements of the day game world. You become a wanderer, aimlessly drifting from one failed interaction to another. Each painful rejection reminds you of your isolation, where you have no friends and you blame everybody else. You blame women and then you blame everything else except yourself. The truth is, going at it alone is a gamble, and the odds are stacked against you. Without the right strategies, the right skill set that my students have, and the right support with my mental filter, you're not just playing a losing game. You're setting yourself up for a lifetime of missed opportunities and unfilled potential, what they call dry deck. It's time to stop fooling yourself and face the reality. To truly succeed, you need guidance, mentorship, and a proven path to follow. The second thing is the course or the day game course. Okay. The second thing is the day game course conundrum. Courses promise you gold, but are you mining fool's gold? Enrolling in day game courses seems like a logical step. It's cheaper, right? Of course, my stuff still works. So you guys have to actually use it and you have to follow it with self esteem and not half ass it. And my stuff still works, but during the inflation these days, they don't focus too well, but they still work. It's just people become more zombie. And the truth is, without my mental filter from Elite Bundle 2 for Elite Access and also the Skype coaching, you're not getting the full picture. It's like trying to read a Bible. Let's say, for example, Elite Bundle 2, right? For Elite 30, that's the New Testament, metaphorically speaking. Metaphorically speaking, of course. And also, the Elite Playbook is the Old Testament. But do you think just by reading it or looking at it with your current mental filter, like a fool, like in the book of Proverbs, the lazy, delusional, half assing it, wrong path to sociopath, and then quitting, that you can actually see it without my mental filter? It's like the wisdom of the Proverbs. King Solomon wrote the book of Proverbs. Even if you're not religious, I'm just saying, if you're a fool, you're going to make a lot of foolish mistakes and a lot of bad decisions because inflation has clouded your judgment, and the winner and loser effect is okay. Let me say that again. I'm fucking up this one. Inflation has clouded your judgment, and the winner and loser effect is wreaking havoc on your confidence. Cortisol levels rise with every single failure, while testosterone dwindles. The results, you're left with four traits of low self esteem, becoming a day game zombie. Brains, right? Brr, brains. Delusions, half assed approaches, bad decisions, and quitting. This is your new reality, becoming a zombie. And you might have all the information at your fingertips as you think. But without clarity and focus of my mental filter, it's like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. The path to mastery is littered with bones of those who thought they could go at it alone and only to find themselves lost in day game and disillusioned. And you're bombarded with techniques and tactics, but without the right framework, they become noise, distracting you, confusing you, and ultimately they're ineffective when you start listening to mystery or misery method bullshit. And you start listening to Ross Jeffries and you start listening to UMP and you start listening to fucking, you know, ABCs of low self-esteem Asians and queefing canceled Casanova, who is already canceled and on the run from the police from Brazil for his students pulling underage girls. So, what are you supposed to do? Rather than give in to these DEI coaches, diversity, exclusivity, inclusion, you should go for the one with the merit, the one with the most laid and pulled testimonials. And there's only one coach in the world who can get students laid. They can get them fuck buddies. They can get them threesomes. They can get them foursomes, fivesomes, multiple fuck buddies, multiple girlfriends, not just girlfriend, and married too, and procreating. There's only one coach in the entire world. And you might know who that person is. Nobody else. So that's the thing. Stop listening to platform scammers, other gurus, these global game platform scammers, because they're confusing you and ultimately it's ineffective. The promise of transformation turns into a mirage, an illusion that fades with each failed attempt. You start to feel like your potential gets lowered and you start to beat yourself up because you don't have a growth mindset. You have a fixed mindset because you don't have grit. And what you need is not just more information, there's plenty of information out there. You need wisdom. You need to know what not to do. You're like, what do you mean? So there's so much information out there, and it doesn't even fucking work for the other dating coaches. You can make a list of all their advice. It's like weeds in a garden, and I'm the only one that's growing a great plant for you or a great tree. But then you have all these weeds by listening to these other people. So what you need is not just information, but a system, structured approach that cuts through the clutter and guides you to getting laid with white girls for day game. Because the reality is, a lot of you just want to bang a white girl like my students that's super fucking hot, above 8.5 out of 10, and then you will feel good about yourself. And some of you wants to get married, even if you're red pilled, you're the first ones to get married. All red pill people always get married when they have the chance. So here's solution number 3, the worshipper trap. That's right. Rich engineers and enthusiasts. Are you following the wrong leaders? Some turns to boot camps, worshiping coaches like sheeps. Ah, 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 sheeps, right? Zombie sheeps. Just like I said in the YouTube live video about the PUA scumbags, those types. They're like sheeps worshiping dating coaches. You either got these rich engineers, enthusiasts that might land a string of 4 out of 10s or 3 out of 10s, UMP style. But at what cost? Or you're just you're either engineer getting no results, or you're enthusiast that might land a string of 3 out of 10s or 4 out of 10s. But at what cost? They're perpetuating the numbers game, relying on direct approaches, giving compliments, validation, DHV stories, push pull tactics, romantic flirts, self amusement, and flaky numbers when you talk super fast like a zombie. It's a sociopathic cycle driven by weak will and blind faith. That's right. And while they might seem resilient, they're missing on the essential true day game mastery. That allure of quick fixes, surface level success binds them to the deeper and more meaningful connections and social skills, social calibrations, emotional control that is beyond the superficial. This is not a zombie game. Those kind of things are for naturals and my students who drills the skills down to become like a natural. True mastery requires depth, understanding, and lots of drills, just like the army. You don't have to be out there doing drills and getting rejected. You can practice at home and send me your homework for elite access, which is part of the elite bundle too. It requires that and the willingness to dig deep beneath the surface to uncover the real treasures of day game, which the naturals know and only my students know. Everybody else is just learning game tactics, zombie tactics, because you're caught in the cycle of dependency, relying on other dating coaches to dictate your path instead of forging your own by training with me. Now you can be part of the naturals, but instead you'd rather be a zombie. And you don't know what I'm talking about when I say social skills. What do you mean social skills, John? Give a thumbs up if you guys are learning something. So the superficial victories are hollow, even if you got a 4 out of 10. You might as well just swipe on Tinder and get the same 3 or 4 out of 10 because it's leaving you feeling empty and leaving you feeling unfulfilled. It's time to break free from the chains. Okay. It's time to break free from the chains of blind allegiance, of worshipping platform scammer gurus, and take control of your journey. The path to true mastery is not found in the shadows of others, those platform scammers, but in the light of my coaching for Elite Bundle 2, because is my mental filter. That's the secret. Elite Bundle 2, 90% of it is my mental filter, and 10% is the courses. Blindly following the herd of other platform scammers is going to lead you to stagnation, where real progress is replaced by fleeting facades of success. You're just getting positive reactions. It's like, oh, John, I got a positive reaction. She stayed. You got a flaky phone number. Yeah, but did she fuck you? Nope. If she didn't, it's just a facade. And to truly excel, you must make your own decision and cultivate the skill set and resilience needed to thrive for day game under my coaching. So, what is the solution? You might be asking. The elite path. That's right. In contrast, my students are achieving extraordinary results with 659 latent po testimonials. The proof is in the numbers. Last year, while other students struggle, my students thrived. The secret? Rigorous training and drills akin to martial arts or military precision. My 20 out of 35 system is basically evaluates the looks out of 10, money out of 5, status out of 10, social skills 2.5 points, social calibrations 2.5 points, emotional control 2.5 points, engagement 2.5 points. If you reach 20 out of 35, it is an automatic lay. Unlike other coaches, many of whom lacks social skills due to their former engineering background. That's right. These former engineers using mystery method bullshit. I ensure my students master these crucial elements. My Elite Bundle 2 and Skype coaching penetrates your mental filter, providing you mentorship, experiences like no other. It's not just about learning, it's about transforming into an elite day gamer. You cannot see your own mistakes. You have to be aware of your mistakes first. You have to go from unconscious incompetence to to conscious incompetence to conscious competence and unconscious competence. Like a natural, the journey I offer is one of growth, empowerment, and genuine success. It's about breaking free from the chains of mediocrity and stepping into a world where you are in control of your destiny. Listen up. The time to act is now. I don't care if it's snowing outside as I'm making this video, even though you may see this in the future, or if it's raining or banchoding, or the world is ending. It's always ending. Excuses are for the weak people who are poor and full of cortisol. Every day that you delay is another day that you're stuck in the same cycle of failure. Every month that you do not join the Elite Bundle 2 is going to be another month of depression. And more likely, you're going to quit this year. And once you quit, you can never, ever come back because you turn mental, men going their own way. The reality is harsh. If you don't take action now, you're on the fast track to mental, isolated, and defeated. And you think waiting for a better weather is going to change your life? Think again. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. Success doesn't pause for convenience. It's time to break free from the excuses, invest in yourself, and step up to the challenge. Join my Elite Bundle 2 program, my John Elite Army. Let's go against these other people, start a resistance against these platform scammers, and transform your life. This isn't just another course or bundle, it's the solution you've been waiting for. That's right, to get laid with white girls and potentially find a girlfriend or even get married. Just like many of my students, with my guidance, you'll develop the skills and mindset needed to dominate day game and achieve real results. Don't just sit there and let life pass you by. Take control of your destiny or be left behind. Contact me today in the contact me form for a consultation and start your journey to become an elite day gamer. This is your wake up call. Rise above the rest and claim your success for day game. Fuck next year. Next year will not come and you'll quit. The opportunity is here and it is not going to wait for you. Every month that goes by, you're just going to get more stressed out. And act now. Get your dick wet. Fuck white girls like my other students. And hey, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to elevate your game. Your journey to success starts right here, right now. And let's just play a testimonial while in between. Let me just grab something quickly. I have no idea. I'm just randomly going to play a testimonial. So, yo, I'm on YouTube Live right now. Get on there. How about this? Rather than wasting more time, I'm just gonna say place a testimonial here, John. Note to self, and we'll move on to the next video. Let's just set some of these things up. Okay. Let me just post this in another group so people can actually watch this. We'll get to the next video soon. The next topic, I wrote all this today, by the way, down to the very last minute, believe it or not. Okay. The next one is called Q&A. How do you get good at day game fast? We'll get to that soon. So let me just get this YouTube Live on there. I need to build my army. I'm not joking. So I need to build my army. Oh, echo. I'm not joking. Echo. All right, cool. Let me tag these other people here and maybe post the same thing over here in the community post, assuming that it will actually let me post this. Oh yeah, no, does that work? I don't know. Fuck. The fuck? Where's my post? Okay, let me just try to post this stuff. Just bear with it. You can ask questions in between, right? If you wanted to. You can ask questions in between, I'll answer it. I can only talk in between all these. This is YouTube Live working. Ah, here it is. Okay, only 12 views, not good. 13 views. Let me see if I can post this into the community section. So now I have to change my clothing. Because before we go into the next advice video, right? I changed my clothing. Okay, it's not going to let me post it here. So, yeah, any questions? Live, right? On YouTube. All right. So I'm going to change my watch and then I'm going to change my shirt. And then we're going to go to the next advice video. Let me change the watch. I got like many watches here. So let me figure out the outfit for the next one. I'll grab a blazer or something. I'm not sure. So something off the shelf. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, blue blazer. It'd be good to have a blue watch or something. I think this one will go well with the Pepsi, the Rolex Pepsi. We'll go with this one. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. Questions will be in between the videos, and I'll have a bathroom break sometime soon. I drank a lot of Soylent. All right, let's start the second video. Okay. Ready? Get set, go. Oh, hair's fucked. Okay. Ready? Get set, go. Question and answer. How do you get good at Daygame? Fast. Shocking truth. 99%. Oh yeah, this fucking microphone's dying. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. So again, all right, Q&A. Okay, Q&A. How do you get good at day game fast? Shocking truth: 99% of day game advice is complete garbage that will actively hurt your results with women. I've spent 23 years in the game, mentored by 12 naturals, and helped over 656 students get laid and pulled for day game. Want to know the secret to fast tracking your day game success? It's time to throw everything you think you know about picking up women during the day. Here's the problem: the day game industry is filled with misguided advice, promising quick fixes, and flashy tactics that simply don't deliver. Like these platform scammers, these DEI coaches who basically have no late testimonials during the inflation. Mass approaching and using direct game with compliments, validating her, and relying on DHV stories are not the key to success. These methods, often touted by so called gurus, have failed to produce significant results, especially during the challenging economic times of the past few years. Okay, hair is still good. The truth is, these approaches are as outdated as the mystery method, or what I call misery method, and they are rooted in a flawed understanding of social dynamics because they're Asperger's. Okay. Imagine spending countless hours on the streets approaching women after women, only to collect a handful of flaky phone numbers. The frustration mounts as you realize that despite your efforts, you are no closer to mastering day game. The industry has sold you a lie, and you're left feeling like a cog in a broken machine. You're caught in a cycle of disappointment and self doubt. You're like running on one hamster wheel after another. And then you go to another system that has to do with more game. And then more fucking game to just change the Asperger or autistic zombie tactics around. Then you go to another system and you're stuck while Johnny Lee is telling you this is what gets people laid, this is what gets people married, you know? But you're not listening. Each failed interaction chips away at your confidence, leaving you questioning your worth and your abilities. The pressure to perform is suffocating, and the constant rejection that you feel like it's a personal attack towards your self-esteem. You're not just battling external obstacles, you're fighting an internal war against your self doubt and your insecurities. The realization is that the methods you've been taught, and ineffective as it is a bitter pill to swallow. Red pill, not joking. Metal. In the pain of wasted time, and effort is a heavy burden to bear. Okay. You're left wondering if true success is even possible for Daygame, or if you're destined to remain stuck in this endless loop of frustration. It's time to face the harsh reality. The traditional Daygame tactics are failing you, and it's time for a radical change. So, number one, the opposite is true. Do the complete opposite of everything these global game platform scammers say. Make a list of all their suggestions and do the opposite, and you'll get laid like my students. To get good at day game fast, you need to do the complete 100% opposite, like 180 of what the industry preaches. Mass approaching, direct game have been the go to strategies for many, but they often lead to a dead end. Instead of focusing on quality interactions using my hybrid opener, which are designed to engage her interest without seemingly desperate, she can't leave anyways because you start with Excuse me, real quick. I have a question. I was looking for a place called Zara. Do you know where I can find it? Oh, just go down the street. They go that way. Go over there. Blah blah blah. Oh, by the way, I just noticed something about you. And she's like, "What?" I just noticed that you have curly hair and you're a bit curvy. Are you Mexican? Oh no, I'm Brazilian. Hey, I know this is very random asking you these things, but I promise I'm a very, very friendly person and I'm just in a good mood, so I wanted to talk. Oh, it's okay. And then you open. It's that simple. You don't go up to her and say, "Hey, I thought you were attractive and want to come by and say hi," or "I like your style," or "You're adorable." Fuck that. Never works ever. Ever, 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 ever. It's like a huge numbers game. No wonder you guys are depressed. No wonder you guys are depressed. Give it a thumbs up if you're not going to listen to those platform scammers. So basically, as I was saying, these openers create intrigue and curiosity, and they're setting a stage for a genuine connection. Don't fall trap of validating her with compliments if your SMV is super low. It's like a homeless person trying to buy favors, like, "Can I have some change?" with empty flattery. If they compliment you, "Oh, I like your jacket," it's not genuine. And second of all, it's just to ask for change afterwards. It's taking value. This approach only serves to diminish your value in her eyes, leading to flaky phone numbers and unfulfilled promises. Instead, my students have learned to build attraction through subtle social calibrations, mastering the art and science of body language and 45-degree diagonal positioning. Standing 45 degrees reduces pressure from her. If you were like a really like a big strong guy and you're very scary looking, let's say you're a big black guy, right? And you're squaring off, you're gonna freak her the fuck out. If you're halfway diagonal, she'll have half cortisol. If you're 45 degrees diagonal from her, she has no cortisol. She only gets more attracted. Sometimes less is more. And that's the thing, it creates a comfortable environment, allowing her to feel at ease and to open to deeper interactions. So they've honed the skills of transitioning from the initial meeting to insta dates. Then venue changes to effectively pulling her home. And that's a shared experience that can lead to a same day lay. Fuck number closes. Number farming. Oh yeah, you gotta collect numbers and then you gotta set the date straight to the host. Yeah, yeah, sure. One late testimonial, one token Asian, and the second one did not get results. Good job, ass. The approach bypasses the need for endless follow ups by texting her and the frustration of chasing flaky numbers. Forget trying to sound monotone or cool like UMP would do. Hey, I'm monotone. I'm like James Bond. Yeah, you gotta be more monotone than trying to be like confident. Doesn't work. It only attracts like women that are 3 out of 10 in looks. And that leaves you feeling empty and dry dick. Instead, embrace the social skills flow drill, a technique that promises authenticity, engagement, and meaningful conversations because you got social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. And the drills help you to break free from the robotic interactions, allowing you to shine with your true personality and a lasting impression. Because everything she does and everything that you do, she's always measuring it your value, you're 20 out of 35. She's like burning a DVD. All your patterns, you're burning a DVD. And later on, when you text her, she's going to bring out that DVD. And then she's going to say, oh, it's too fast when you're talking. Oh, you're hunching all the time. Oh, you're giving direct compliments. Next, she breaks it in half, right? So, number two, habits over tactics. That's right. True transformation comes from developing habits, not relying on tactics. In the world of day game, fleeting tactics like mystery method derivatives may offer short-term, you know, positive reactions. whatever that means. But they lack the depth required for lasting results. My 20 out of 35 system is the roadmap to true mastery, evaluating on your looks, money, status, social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and game. That's right. Looks is out of 10, money out of 5, status is out of 10, social skills 2.5, social calibration is 2.5, emotional control 2.5, game 2.5. Don't listen to those platform scammers like ABCs. Oh yeah, it's all about emotions. It's not about logical. And then you got this other guy with a crooked nose, right? Like playing with dicks. And it's like, yeah, because it's all emotion. What the fuck do you guys know? You don't even have more than like 0 or 1 late testimonial for Daygame during the inflation. These Tinder guys should just stick with Tinder shit, right? And just fuck off the field of Daygame. You have no idea what you're talking about. Women do have this subconscious algorithm. They're like, oh yeah, status doesn't matter. How does she know if you got status? Because you have a thorough money status advantage, 1 extra point. You also have a high status job, engineer, makes more money than the Latin shithole countries. And then you have your exotic advantage, then you have your third world money status advantage. You have all these different things. That's what the passport bros do. But you're saying that doesn't count? Seriously? Because they got no social skills. They don't know these points. Women always, yeah, emotions, right? They talk, oh, it's just emotions. Emotions is only 2.5 points, guys. Come on. That's only a small category. It's not everything. Oh, yeah, women are emotional. Yeah, it's true. Women are emotional. But number one, relative SMV, 20 out of 35. Number two, emotional reasoning. Number three, logic last. This comprehensive approach ensures that every aspect of your persona is optimized for success, reaching 20 out of 35 because she's always trying to filter out for cortisol zombies who have autism. If she procreated with you and you have autism, and then you talk super fast, and then you start giving direct compliments, and you keep making statements and questions, statements, questions, you're not really good to procreate with. That's why you only get like women that are 4 out of 10 in looks that nobody wants. Reaching 20 out of 35 means you have achieved an automatic lay for Daygame, which is something ABCs and other platform scammers or night game coaches have no idea what they're talking about. By getting there requires dedication and practice. Think of it as training for an elite unit in the army. You rehearse your skills until they're second nature and they adapted them to seamlessly in the field. This level of preparation transform you from a novice into a seasoned professional level natural day gamer like my students. So ready to handle any situation with confidence and poise. Without corrections and guidance, mass approaching turns you into an RSD zombie stuck in a rut and unable to grow. The repetitive nature of these tactics dulls your instincts and stifles your potential, leaving you frustrated, and then you're going to stagnate. I'm here to help you refine your drills and exercises, providing feedback with my mental filter and the support you need to ensure you're ready to excel in the real world interactions. My mentorship from Elite Bundle 2 offers a structured environment where you can hone in your skills, build resilience, and develop the mindset needed to thrive. Through consistent practice and strategic adjustments, you'll break free from the cycle of mediocrity or depending on boot camps and bench hold camps and emerge as a confident and capable day gamer getting your dick wet fucking white girls. That's right. Okay, John put a testimonial over here. Just pick something. This is the spot for it. Note to self. I'm gonna cut this later into a video. So, you know, for coffee shops, where should we move the women to after that? Well, I'll talk to you on Elite Access afterwards about that, okay? So we'll talk about that later. So now listen up. The time to act is now. I got to build this army because every day you delay is another day you get stuck in the same cycle of missed opportunities and frustration. Maybe my words are not getting through to you. I mean, I need to build this big army of 50 day gamers this year. I'm looking for an army. And I feel like for me, if I don't build this army and get people laid, get them married, get them having girlfriends, I'm not helping Jesus to help people create the tree of life. I am disappointing Jesus. That's why I'm so passionate. I'm on here and I am tired as hell. I don't know what words to use to get through to you. Jesus wants to help you through me. Where do you think this power comes from? Who gets so many students married and so many late testimonials? How does this happen? Marriage does not usually happen from Daygame. This is not some third world country. I feel like if I don't sell you Elite Bundle 2, I'm hurting you. I'm hurting my business. I'm hurting all the other day gamers falling for those ABC platform scammers. How do I communicate this? I don't know, but I hope you can hear my voice. I'm hoping in the beginning, when a few testimonials starts, and then more students get laid, and then eventually it's like a person start dancing, right? You know? And then afterwards, nobody joins them. They think they're crazy. And then 2 people are there doing it. Then afterwards, 3 people joins, and then 10 people, and then eventually 50 people, right? Maybe that's what's gonna happen this year. Maybe it's gonna be a slow start, but eventually it's gonna be a fast finish. That's what's necessary. And when people drops off, it's really pathetic. When people drops off, they're like, "Oh, they don't wanna hear this." Why not? So, the reality is clear. Waiting for the perfect moment won't change your life. I stand by talking about Jesus. If you guys don't like it, you disappear. Fine with me. But where do you think my psychic abilities come from? Where do you think my abilities for day game and teaching it like this? Where do you think it comes from? Come on now. The world doesn't pause for you to be ready. Success in day game with white girls and potentially finding a girlfriend, even getting married, like many of my students, doesn't wait for convenience. It's time to break free from excuses and take decisive action. Join my Elite Bundle 2 program and start seeing real results in your day game. This is not just another course, it's a proven path to getting laid with white girls and finding a girlfriend and potentially getting married. With 659 laid in post testimonials, my program is designed to transform your approach and help you achieve tangible success and get your dick wet. With my guidance, you'll master the techniques and strategies needed to break through those barriers and achieve your goals. Don't blame the inflation and just say you have no money and not save up and let life pass you by. Take control of your journey and don't be left behind because I cannot rescue you unless you swim towards the rescue helicopter. Otherwise, my students and everyone else will drown trying to save you. Contact me today. There's a contact me form and there's an Elite Bundle 2 in the description and start your journey to becoming a successful day gamer. This will be your wake up call. Claim your success in day game and experience the results that you've been seeking. The opportunity is here. It's not going to wait for you. And here's the thing, if you don't do it now, right? Oh, it's snowing, whatever. You're gonna quit, and you think, no, I'm not gonna quit, John. I'm gonna be back. No, you're going to fucking quit. Like, no, I'm not gonna quit. I promise you, John, I'm not gonna quit. You're gonna quit. You're gonna fucking quit. That's the truth. So act now or regret it forever. And hey, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to elevate your game. Your journey to success starts right here, right now. All right. So basically, now I'm going to change my outfit and take a piss. What the next video is going to be called "What is Day Game" and how to do it, and what to talk about. So it's going to be like if you don't know what to say. Now I'm just speaking back in my John Elite voice. So let me take a quick piss. I'll mute the volume and I'll be right back. All right. Just change this jacket. Next part. Maybe I should button this one. I don't have time for it. All right. All right, let's get through it. So here's the third video, right? I wrote 6 for today. I wrote it right before I was here. You could ask questions in between anytime. Give it a thumbs up, right? It'd be helpful. Anyways, back to my marketing voice, right? My marketing voice. But let's just see if the people are showing up there, right? Where the fuck are you guys? Where the fuck are you guys? Maybe I should ask the other group, right? Where the fuck are you guys? For the other people, not a lot of people are there today, right? It's advice videos, right? That's what you guys want. Where the fuck are you guys? Do these people have their thumb up their ass or something? Seriously. All right. Let's see how many views does this video have. That's too low. Okay, it has some decent views. So that's good. All right, let's begin again. So, what is Daygame and how to do it? What to talk about? That's the important thing. Most people don't know what to say. Shit. Let me do it again now. That was horrible. Okay. What is Daygame? How to do it and what to talk about? What if I told you that everything you've learned about Daygame from other coaches is outdated and is actively sabotaging your success? The pandemic and inflation have changed the game, and those who can't adapt and are getting left behind. But here's the shocker: 90% of day game coaches are still teaching methods that are flat out don't work anymore. And I'm John Elite. I am the world's best day game coach, in case you don't know who I am. I have 659 laid and pulled testimonials for day game. And that's for pickup, not for fucking Tinder shit or whatever. And I'm here to expose the lies and reveal the truth and to show you the real way to master day game in 2025. Are you ready to join the elite? Here's the problem. In 2020 and 2021, they called this the pandemic era. That's when the pandemic hit, the Wuhan flu. Chinese people, right? Day game face unprecedented challenges. COVID. Lockdowns happen and social distancing made the traditionals approaching like very tough. And those relying on mass approaching tactics from RSD, real social real social dynamics or real sociopath dynamics, they were the first one to fail. Without these skills to adapt, they found themselves floundering, unable to make meaningful connections. However, for those with social intelligence, this period during the lockdowns offered a unique opportunity to stand out. With fewer people on the streets and a well calibrated social approach, you could still get your dick wet. It was super easy. For some people, this is like the only time they're able to get a lay testimonial. Seriously. It was time when other day game coaches recycled old testimonials at this time period during the pandemic, creating an illusion of success for their students that didn't reflect the current reality because they couldn't get one during the inflation. The truth is, while the landscape shifted, the core principles of effective day game remain unchanged. However, here comes the fucking inflation. 2022 to 2024. The impact of the inflation. Oh shit. And we moved into 2022. The economic landscape began to change with the onset of inflation. Gas prices started going up like crazy. Food prices finally began to go up when the initial effects were subtle before. But 2023 became worse because in 2022, it was like being strangled, right? But you can still breathe. But in 2023, you're going to start to go red. 2024, most people strangled so much, metaphorically speaking, they have turned mental. So that's how bad the inflation was. Even if the sun went down here, ask me on Elite Access. We'll talk about this later. While the initial effects were subtle, by 2023 and 2024, the impact became undeniable. Rising costs and economic uncertainty affected everybody, including women. That's right, influencing their social and dating behaviors. Women became more discerning and constantly evaluating interactions based on their relative SMV, right? Sexual market value. They're always judging the 20 out of 35 system all the time, more than before. This system evaluates looks is out of 10, money out of 5, status out of 10, social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and game are all 2.5 points. 20 out of 35, you get laid. They're all crucial factors in navigating this new inflationary landscape. Women no longer are just using emotional reasoning anymore. They begin to think more logically. They're like, what do you mean, John? Thinking more logically. Women are not logical. Yeah, of course not. But during this time period, they became a lot more logical during the inflation. Like, okay, I don't understand. How are they logical? I'll tell you. They start to give you more objections. You want to go for instant date, another objection. You pull her back home, objections, like 5 objections in a row. You want to fuck her, another 5 objections. Just like that's like 15 fucking objections to deal with. And most day game traditional pickup artists, they don't know even how to get past the first objection. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, you just go back to my place to check out whatever view or something," or whatever stupid flowcharts. None of that shit works. You got to loop the objections over and over. And despite these hurdles, my students continue to succeed, leveraging on their refined skills and adaptability because of the 20 out of 35 that they drill down. Their ability to navigate these complex dynamics is why I have 659 laid and pulled testimonials for Daygame. 2025 and beyond, you got to master the arrow science. So in 2025, the economic landscape continues to evolve. But with my students, they're prepared. They've mastered the arrow science, a comprehensive approach that combines social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and game to create a powerful framework for success. The arrow science is about precision and adaptability, allowing them to maneuver through complex social dynamics with ease. By focusing on the 3 components, the arrow tip, the arrow body, and the feather, they've honed in their ability to perfection. Basically, you got to think the arrow tip is like 3 steps, right? 1, 2, 3. Arrow tip is like a triangle because that's what arrow tip looks like. That is the maneuver, that is the sexualize it to the maximum, and that is the dealing with sexual objections. That's the arrow tip. So, what is the arrow body? It is social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. The more you have, the longer the arrow makes it easier to penetrate, kind of like a spear. However, that's not enough because the feather is very important for the arrow science. The feather is the whitewash fashion. Even though I'm not dressed in the whitewash fashion right now, I just changed my jacket. But, however, having a whitewash fashion because now you're part of her tribe, the in tribe, and also a V-shaped body. And when you have a V-shaped body, it's like the arrow, right? How wide the feather is. Now it can glide right into the target. Your dick can go right into her, what? That easily. That you can get your dick wet. But the arrow science goes beyond that. It's a science. Because if you're in survival mode, you don't save up. You don't invest in yourself. You don't budget your money. When you're aiming the arrow, you're going to start to shake. When you're aiming, you're just shaking everywhere. Shaking, and you cannot aim the arrow. You cannot focus because you're in survival mode. The arrow will fly past the target and then nothing will happen. You got a flaky phone number. This is the essence of the arrow science. That's right. So the arrow tip represents their game, maneuver sexualized interactions to, overcoming the objections, looping it. Arrow body is the social skill, social calibrations, emotional control. Arrow feather, V-shaped body, whitewash fashion, so it can fly. The arrow can fly. The holistic approach has empowered my students to achieve consistent lays, even in challenging environments of the inflation. This is the reason why they keep getting laid. They don't really care that there's an inflation. You see the students, they keep getting a same day lay. Their mastery of the arrow science sets them apart from the competition, allowing them to succeed where others have failed. The journey through these years has been one of adaptation and growth, proving with the right strategies, success is not only possible, but inevitable. And so many of my students got married too. Imagine this. Okay, you mustered up your courage to approach, armed with your rehearsed lines and stupid routines and your stupid statements of code reading one after another. As your interaction unfolds, you find yourself trapped in the cycle of short, dismissive responses. She gives you one word answers, and your heart sinks as you realize that she's not engaged. She's not interested in you. And once again, you're left standing there feeling invisible and inadequate. The pressure mounts with each failing attempt, eroding your confidence, leaving you questioning your self worth. You're not just battling external obstacles, you're waging an internal war against your self doubt and insecurities. Every interaction feels like a test to, yet you're destined to fail. And the weight of the repeated rejections is crushing. You see others succeed, like my students, and you wonder why the fuck can't you break through with your direct game and your 3 minutes of conversation and phone number farming? Why your effort seems to vanish into thin air. But my students just keep getting laid, keep getting married, keep procreating. It's a torturous cycle, one that leaves you feeling isolated and defeated. And you're convinced that true connection is beyond your reach. And the pain of seeing my other students getting laid over and over, and you struggle and you start dismissing my lay testimonials. You start looking at me like I'm crazy because you turn mental. Every single marriage testimonial, every lay testimonial is like, you acknowledge it, but you open your mouth full of cortisol, and then you're in shock and you have no idea why that happens, and then you start acting cheaper and you start beating yourself up, right? And you just keep beating yourself up over and over. It's painful. It sucks. It totally fucking sucks. And the pain of seeing my other students keep getting married, your struggle is constant reminder of your shortcomings, a relentless echo that chips away at your confidence and self-worth. But it doesn't have to be this way. The cycle can be broken. I'm here to show you how. So here's how you break the cycle of making stupid statements and going for flaky phone numbers. Stop relying on code reads. That leads nowhere. The truth is, moving from one topic to another with meaningless statements and questions is a dead end strategy. Like, what do you mean? This is how the PUA sounds like when they talk to women. They'll be like, "You look like you do yoga." And then she's like, "No, I don't." So what do you do instead? Now is a fucking question. I do weightlifting. And then you make another statement. You look like you like to do a lot of squats. It's like, no, I don't. And then they ask a question again. So what kind of exercises do you like to do? I don't know. I do everything, like CrossFit, everything else too. And then now they're stuck. They're like, oh, the corpus callosum in the middle of their brain for the autistic zombies. The brains don't connect together in the middle, the corpus callosum. So now they're stuck. That's why they keep making statements and asking questions because they're primitive zombies. And then from there, they're like, oh, what to do? What to do? And ask three questions. So, what else do you like to do besides weightlifting? Do you like to, like, whatever? What are you doing here in this country? And then she's like, I got a boyfriend. And a lot of you are like, John, you're describing exactly your experience. That's right, because you all do the same thing when you're not trained. You got to zombie it with statements and questions, which doesn't even work. That's how all the other dating coaches speak like. So these outdated methods leave you stuck in a loop of short answers and disinterest. Instead of focusing on engaging her with meaningful conversations, with social intelligence, and creating a genuine connection, and you can flirt when she talks more, that goes beyond a surface level chit chat. You can be like a natural, a real natural. My students learn to break free from the statement cycle and stupid questions. Instead, they're using their body language and presence to build attraction because the social skills flow drill funnels her and makes her look at him while she's getting more wet because he's building more attraction due to the 45-degree body language. In the social skills flow drill, it's just to get her to talk more so she likes you, trusts you, and be willing to go home with you. That's how they build attraction. They understand that true connection isn't about what you say, but how you make her feel. And the body language can make her feel. By shifting the focus from statements to engagement and the social skills flow drill, which I cannot get into, they create interaction that are dynamic, genuine, and fulfilling. This approach not only breaks the cycle and opens the door to deeper and more meaningful connections, you'll see statements alone cannot capture her interest. It lacks the depth needed to spark genuine curiosity because she's only giving one word answers. My students know that by integrating the social skills flow drill with active listening, they can guide the conversation towards topics that resonate with her interest and emotions. So you don't have to try to steer it. You can steer it with her by what she says. I cannot go into more details. It's top secret. This creates a fluid exchange where both parties are actively engaged, leading to a natural flow that keeps her intrigued and invested. By mastering this technique, my students turn mundane interactions into memorable encounters, setting the date for authentic attraction. Then they can pull women back home, insta date, venue changes, and go for same day lays. So what's number two? You got to ditch the clown act, right? Stop acting like a gamey clown, like an RSD ass clown, and start building some real attraction. People love to be gamey and witty, right? As they think, self amusing, being cocky, funny. But this rarely works. Trying to win her over by acting like a clown only puts you off balance and undermines your credibility. She sees right through the act and recognizes that you can't even talk to her normally. My students let the body language do the attraction building. It's not that she's going to get bored because you're going to flirt, eliminating the need to rely on cocky, funny humor. By focusing on presence and authenticity, they create a natural and compelling attraction that speaks volume without words. That's why pickup artists often get a bad name because they rely on superficial tactics that lacks substance. Pairing direct compliments and validation with gamey antics is a recipe for disaster. If you try to give validation and you don't have any status or like a lifestyle on your Instagram or anything like that, you're like, oh, wow, I love you. Oh, wow, I love your eyes. You're so cute. I love your hair. If you keep doing that, it's like your value will go down while her one goes up. You do that enough times, she's going to leave. Instead, my students cultivate genuine interest and connections, building attraction through authenticity and presence. They understand that true confidence comes from within and isn't dependent on flashy antics or exaggerated personas. By embracing their true selves, they create a sense of authenticity that resonates with women on a deeper level. The genuine approach not only fosters trust and rapport, but also establishes a foundation of lasting attraction. My students learn to read subtle cues and respond with genuine interest, creating a dynamic interaction that feels organic and real with the social skills flow drill, not the zombie flow drill with statements and questions with short answers that you get from her. This shift from superficial tactics to authentic engagement is what sets them apart, allowing them to connect with women in a way that feels natural and unforced. So, number three, okay, master the social skills flow drill. Unlock the secrets to making her talk more and build genuine connection. The key to successful day game isn't about mass approaching or hoping for the best. It's about mastering the art of conversation, using social skills, flow drill, not verbals, not cheesy verbals, not whatever the fuck they call it, conversational skills. It's social skills to engage her on a deeper level. When I cannot teach you the drill here for the social skills flow drill, I can bring you some awareness to its power. My students use the three-step process to take what she's talking about and make her talk more. The secret is reserved for those who trains with me, but it transforms interactions by making her backward rationalize her interest in you. The more she talks, the more she likes you, the more she trusts you, and the more willing she's going to go home with you. As long as you flirt in between or you have perfect body language, if you don't, this is why my students don't rely on mass approaches. They focus on quality interactions that yields real results. And they go on Insta dates. The three-step triangular social skills flow drill extracts maximum conversations, creating a foundation for genuine connection and attraction. This is where my students excel using the drill to engage, connect, and ultimately succeed in day game. They recognize that a woman's willingness to engage in conversation is a powerful indicator of her interest. And by encouraging her to share more, they create a space where she feels heard and valued. This approach not only builds rapport, but enhances her desires, her trust. And my students are skilled at guiding the conversation in a way that feels natural, allowing her to open up so they can flirt more. This creates a sense of intimacy and connection, paving the way for deeper interactions and genuine attraction. And you don't sexualize it nonstop, like half-ass sexualizing it like UMP or UFO, UAP. That doesn't work unless you want women that are 3 out of 10 in looks. You might as well just use fucking Tinder if you want 3 out of 10 looking women. That's what they get. That's what my former students get when they're victims of UMP. The social skills flow drill empowers them to navigate complex social dynamics with ease, turning conversations encounters into meaningful connections. All right, John placed a testimonial over here. Maybe placed a Jewish white student with his 2 lays in one day. So, who's texting me right now? Let's see. Good. I'm not exaggerating because my other coworkers notice it too. This other, I cannot say chick, who I think keeps flirting with me at work, and give credit to your pomade shit. I just let it go or make the move somehow. Don't shit where you eat. What the fuck is wrong with you? You make the move, right? You're gonna lose your fucking job. Don't be a fucking zombie. Are you insane? Good thing I'm here on Elite Access. Seriously. All right. So after a test, okay. I hope you enjoy that testimonial. Listen up. The time to act is now. Every day that you delay is another day that you miss out on a genuine connection and getting laid with a white girl, even if you don't think you can. The other guy who is texting me right now, he fucked two white girls. He was a former ABCs of low self-esteem Asian student with zero lays from them. He trained with me. Then he finally got some night game lays. Then he got like 2 day game lays. Maybe I should post his testimonial instead. Yeah, I should do that. But I only am going to post one of them because the other one, I'm still saving it. Every day you delay is another day that you miss out on genuine connections with white girls and banging them. The reality is clear. Waiting for the perfect moment won't change your life. The world does not pause for you to be ready. Oh, because it's snowing or it's inflation or something like that. No, it does not pause. This is not going to go away for a long time. Invest in yourself. Success in day game with white girls and potentially finding a girlfriend or even getting married, like my students, like many of my students, and not turning MGTOW. You got to build the tree of life. That's what I'm here for. I feel like it's unethical if I don't promote Elite Bundle 2. Everyone should join Elite Bundle 2. It's the best course ever. Elite Bundle 2 is where all the students are getting laid last year. It's time to break free from the excuses and take decisive action. Join my Elite Bundle 2 program and start seeing real results in your day game. Seriously, guys, and whenever you sell something, right, and it's good for other people, if you don't promote it, then I'm a scumbag because this is what gets people laid. This saves their life. It makes them not depressed, makes them happy. So if I don't promote it, am I hiding it from the people? I'm unethical. Hope that makes sense. Get Elite Bundle 2. Stop looking at the sales letter and stop bench holding. Stop looking at it and feeling all depressed, all mental. Oh, it's a good sales letter, but I don't have the money. Well, fucking talk to me. Talk about a financing plan. I'm willing to do that. As long as you invest in yourself, put down a deposit, invest in yourself, pay for half of it, get started with Elite 30, and then pay the rest. You get Elite Access and all the other Skypes and the other products. This isn't just another course. It's a proven path of getting laid because 90% of it is my mental filter. If you look at my courses and without actually understanding it, it's like reading the Bible without Bible study. You won't understand it on a surface level. So if you want to get laid this year, you want to find a girlfriend this year, or maybe potentially getting married with 659 laid and poll testimonials, my Elite Bundle 2 is designed to transform your approach and help you achieve a same day lay. With my guidance, you'll master the techniques and strategies needed to break through the barriers and get laid with a white girl. Of course, you might think, well, you can't do it. Well, sure you can. My students are very, very average looking. Don't let this pass you by. Take control of your journey or be left behind. Contact me today for a consultation or just text me and talk to me. And your journey to becoming a successful day gamer starts now. Don't be afraid. I'm a very nice person. When you meet me in real life, I can be tough, but I can be very nice too. This is your wake up call. Fuck those other platform scammers, those global game platform scammer gurus who don't know what they're talking about, those DEI coaches who basically have 0 to 2 day game lay testimonials for the last inflation few years. Wake up, claim your success in day game and experience the results you've been seeking. The opportunity is here and is not going to wait for you. Act now or regret it forever. Stop wasting time. And hey, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to elevate your game. Your journey to success starts right here, right now. All right, I hope you like that so far. So give it a thumbs up, right? Every bit helps for the algorithms. So I got to change the watch and change the outfit. So this is the John Elite Dragon jacket, the signature Dragon jacket. What am I going to wear next? I don't know. I'll find something. Because I'm going to cut these into advice videos later. So I'm just talking my marketing voice, right? Because that's my marketing voice, just like whitewashed and talking more like a marketer. But I talk more like this, but whatever. So if it's going to reach more people, right, answering the questions, then might as well talk nicer. So who's texting me right now? Got it, boss. Exactly. Don't shit where you eat, man. Like seriously, if you're watching this, don't fucking hit on your coworkers. Like That's completely insane. Completely insane. All right. Let me find a jacket and I'll change the watch. Oh, all right. All right. Okay, this one. Fit check commencing. Okay, this jacket's pretty cool. It has like many zippers and shit. Button this one up. You can't really see it, so it doesn't matter. This one has a fucking hoodie, right? This one would probably be good with this watch. Or maybe, yeah, this is a gold one. This would be good. So this one's called Richard Mill or Richard Mill for some people out there. So some people think it looks stupid, but I really like it. Oops. Make sure everything's in place. Okay. Fuck. Check. This is a very expensive watch. All right. Guess we're ready. So next video, right? Got call. Has day game became more difficult over the years? Have I actually said this one? I felt like I said this one. Then what was the last video about? Has it got harder? let me take a look. I felt like this video and the last one sounded kind of like in a theme very similar. The fuck? Can't be the same topic, right? Okay, what did you game? What to talk about? Oh no, that's just talking about, right? That's like social skills flow drill. This one's gonna be like, has it been more difficult? All right, all right. Okay, get ready, guys. Back to the marketing voice, right? Hey guys, ABC's here. Okay, ready? Get set. 1 second. All right. Am I far enough away from the camera? Yeah, I think that's normal. It shows the body, so that's good. All right. Has day game become more difficult over the years? Navigating the world of day game has always been a challenge, but it has truly become more difficult over the years, right? Let's start to dive into the shifts and strategies that has defined the current landscape and explore how you can thrive despite the obstacles. I'm John Elite, the world's best day game coach with 659 laid and polled testimonials, and I'm here to shed light on the evolving dynamics of day game. In 2020, 2021, the pandemic era. Wait, I felt like I said this unless I pasted it into the wrong fucking area. So I'll just say it anyways, just in case. 2020, 2021, the pandemic era. When the pandemic hit in 2020, Daygame faced unprecedented challenges. Lockdowns and social distancing made traditional approach. Did I say this? Yes or no, guys? Have I talked about this one yet? I felt like I said this one. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing I said before. We'll just go through it anyways, just in case, right? We talked about the lockdowns, right? And let's see. We talked about inflation years before. I remember that. Aero science. I remember talking about this. Unless I did I copy and paste this into the wrong fucking area? I was trying to stack everything like this. Oh fuck. Maybe I fucked up the whole thing, right? So not good. Okay, so I'll go to the next topic, right? I'm not even sure what I'm doing. If this is the same as before, right? It sounds the same. It looks exactly the same script. I was building the script and pasting it on my blog, right? So all right. Okay, we'll go start with the next video, which is where the same thing. Fit check. All right, everything is good. So, what is the best advice to give a newbie in Daygame? Starting out in Daygame can be intimidating, but with the right guidance, you can overcome challenges and succeed. Here are some essential advice to help you navigate your journey effectively if you're a newbie. I'm John Elite, and I'm here to guide you with the proven strategies and insights based on my 659 laid and polled testimonials. Imagine you're standing on the edge of the sidewalk. Your heart's racing as you spot someone you want to approach. Your mind is a whirlwind of doubts and fears, paralyzing you into inaction. You muster up the courage to take a step forward, only to be met with the dismissive glance from her, or a polite but uninterested smile. Each rejection feels like a punch to your self esteem gut, leaving you questioning your worth and your ability to connect with women. The fear of rejection looms large, a shadow that follows you into every interaction, whispering that you're not good enough. She has a boyfriend. She doesn't like you. You're too ugly. You're too short. You're ethnic. It's torturous cycle, one that leaves you feeling isolated and defeated, convinced that true connection is beyond your reach. The pain of seeing others like my students succeed while you're struggling is a constant reminder of your shortcomings, a relentless echo that chips away at your confidence and self worth. And as you watch the world change around you with the economic inflation and societal shifts of wokeism and now is going back into non-DEI, the fear of being left behind grows, leaving you trapped in a cycle of frustration and despair. But it doesn't have to be that way. The cycle can be broken, and I'm here to show you how. So, number one, to overcome approach anxiety, progressively get used to the approach anxiety by transforming fear into confidence. Approach anxiety is the common hurdle for newcomers, but one but it's one that you can overcome with practice. Start with progressively getting used to the idea of approaching women. Keep telling yourself that she wants you to approach her. Practice getting closer and then walking away, pretending you have a phone call. Repeat this process until your fear decreases over time. It's about building your confidence gradually so you feel more comfortable and natural in these interactions. Remember, the more you expose yourself to these situations, the less intimidating they become. The method not only helps you confront your fears, but also builds your resilience, allowing you to approach with ease and authenticity. By consistently pushing your boundaries, you develop a sense of empowerment, transforming anxiety into confidence. So, number two, conquer your fear of rejections. That's right. You can turn rejections into a tool for growth and resilience. A fear of rejection is another significant barrier, but it is crucial to move past it. Statistically, direct game does not work well, especially in recent years for the other dating coaches who are complete platform scammers. And in recent years, during inflation impacting social dynamics, other day game coaches have struggled to get lay testimonials during this period, unlike my students who continually get laid over and over. So did I just copy and paste the wrong thing? Okay, let me just read this part. I fucked up. I just copy and paste it onto the blog. I'll read this part again. Number one, overcome approach anxiety. Progressively get used to approach anxiety and transform fear into confidence. Approach anxiety is a common hurdle for those newcomers, but it is one that you can overcome with practice. Start by progressively getting used to the idea of approaching women. Keep telling yourself that she wants you to approach her. Practice getting closer and closer, then walking away pretending you have a phone call. Repeat this process until your fear decreases over time. It's about building your confidence gradually so you feel more comfortable and natural in these interactions. Remember, the more you expose yourself to these situations, the less intimidating they become. The method not only helps you confront your fears, but building resilience, allowing you to approach with ease and authenticity. By consistently pushing your boundaries, you develop a sense of empowerment, transforming anxiety into confidence. Approach anxiety is not just about the fear of the unknown. It is a mental barrier that can be dismantled with consistent effort. As you practice, you can also visualize your interaction and focus on positive outcomes. This mental rehearsal prepares your mind for real life scenarios, making the act of approaching feel more familiar. Because sometimes what you see and what you vividly imagine, your brain cannot tell the difference. It's almost like a VR in your own brain. Additionally, understanding that rejection is not a reflection of your self worth. Well, it could be a little bit because you can always improve on your fashion and your body language and your hybrid opener, but still, you don't take it personally because you can alleviate the pressure, allowing you to approach with more relaxed and open mindset. So, what I secretly do, I might as well leave this into the video, is that I always pretend that I'm giving her a lottery ticket. And I always say to myself, I want to know if she's a nice person or is she a bitch. Not to be misogynistic, but that's what I do. She a nice person or a bitch? It's like Squid Games, lottery ticket or bread. But is she a nice person or a bitch? If she acts like a bitch, then it's like, oh, I guess she's the second one. Not to be like misogynistic, of course. So, not to be misogynistic. I'm just saying it's a mindset. I can have whatever mindsets I want. It doesn't mean I'll have to say anything like that out there. Or else, if she's open to it, then guess what? It's like you're giving her value. Make sense? So that helps you free up your mind to approach. This is a golden nugget for the Golden Nugget series. Over time, these practices will help you build a solid foundation of confidence, making approach anxiety a thing of the past. Number two, conquer your fear of rejection. Turn rejection into a tool for growth and resilience. The fear of rejection is another significant barrier, but it's crucial to move past it. Statistically, direct game does not work very well, especially in the recent years with inflation impacting social dynamics. Other day game coaches have struggled to get students laid during 2024, 2025 for day game, or 2023. During this period, unlike my students who continually keeps getting laid and keeps getting married and they keep procreating, a baby keeps popping out of their wife's vagina. Okay, that's not an image I want to think about. Understand that direct compliments in game have low odds of success and often leading people to consider MGTOW, men going their own way, or virgins going their own way, or quitting altogether. Instead, use direct compliments to intentionally get rejected. Like, what? Go up to her because you know direct game, right? Statistically speaking, for other dating coaches, does not work. Give it a thumbs up for the secret. Direct game does not work. So if you go direct on purpose and you know you're going to get rejected and you have no chance whatsoever with your low SMV in the Western country like North America, you know you're going to fail, then you go direct anyways to get over your fear. Don't you understand? If you're fearful of approaching and you take it personally because you know that you're not supposed to go direct. So if you go direct, then you get over your fear. You just look at the rejection and say, that's not you. It was the way you were approaching. Does that make sense? That's a great idea, isn't it? Give it a thumbs up for the golden nugget. Some really great advice over here. So you ban showed on purpose. This way you learn not to take it personally and understand that rejection is part of the process. I don't teach direct game because it doesn't yield consistent results. Instead, focus on indirect methods built on genuine connection. Not really indirect, but I call it hybrid opener. You ask for directions, you transition, you notice two things about her. Okay, you notice two things about her. So it feels more natural. You use a statement of empathy because she's wondering, why are you there? And then you call out the elephant in the room, which is the back of her mind. Remember, rejection is a stepping stone to your success, not a reflection of your worth. By embracing rejection as a learning experience, you build emotional resilience, turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. This shifts your perspective, empowers you to approach interactions with a positive mindset. That's right, seeing each encounter as a chance to learn and improve. Rejection is an inevitable part of day game journey, but even if my students, when they level up, they can get laid in 1 to 6 approaches. But it offers valuable lessons that you can enhance your skills by analyzing each interaction with my help, of course. Then you can refine your approaches to increase your chances of success. You can raise your points for body language, for social skills flow drill. Your value increases. You get closer to the 20 out of 35. Understanding that every no brings you closer to a yes, especially when you already transform with my coaching and with my mental filter, which is the most valuable. Then at a certain point, when you really leveled up so many drills over and over for a whole week, then guess what? You just collect the lay, 1 to 6 approaches. And this is like, then you don't care about the rejections because you know if you do it my way and you transform, then you automatically collect the lay. It sounds like very weird. Collect a lay. Don't you just try to play a numbers game and try to achieve a lay? No, you collect it because you're like sharpening an axe, right? Once you're sharpened to 20 out of 35, then it's easier to cut down the trees, metaphorically speaking. And when that happens, you get laid more. It's that simple. The mindset shift not only reduces the fear of rejections, but also the fosters a growth oriented mindset for grit, essential for long term success in day game. By continuously learning from your experiences, you develop a robust toolkit of strategies and insights, making you more adaptable and resilient in the face of challenges, basically, more gritty. So, 1 second. Let me just check with the how many people is here. There's not that many people. It's just like not good. Maybe I should make less of these advice videos if you guys don't care. Maybe I should write something about that. Where the fuck are you, right? Do you want less advice videos? All right. So let's continue. All right. Let me look at the video. Does it actually have like the link to my course? Yeah, it does. That's good. At least it has something, right? So let's continue. So number three, master the hybrid opener and invest in the right training, my training. So unlock the power of the hybrid opener and elevate your game with expert guidance. Learn the hybrid opener from my videos. When it's executed correctly with the right tonalities and speed, especially when you transition the topic, it significantly reduces the chance of a rejection. In fact, if you do it so perfectly, you may never get rejected. Avoid dressing in an outdated fashion like Gen Z. Their fit is not good. It's very sus to the women with their streetwear, right? Which can negatively impact your aura. Instead, aim for a whitewash husband material fashion so you look like you're on your Sigma grind set. You look for that because it resonates really well with white girls because everyone wants to get married. Fashion plays a crucial role in first impressions. So if you dress like an Asian masculinity Ninja Turtle with a black t-shirt and your ninja outfit, prepare to get nonstop rejected and telling yourself that, you know, white women are racist, like ABCs of low self-esteem would tell you about the West. So you have to go to a Latin country. Fuck them. Moreover, consider investing in proper training, not fucking boot camps or bench hold camps. With over 23 years of experience that I have and 659 laid in poll testimonials, I offer insights and strategies that others cannot replicate. That's right. Don't try to cheap out on the training and do it yourself. The cost of failure is too high. And if other people try to imitate my system, it doesn't mean they actually understand it. Nobody actually knows what I teach because they don't have my mental filter, the most valuable thing. The advice you get from popular gurus, for example, often lacks a proven track record, especially during the challenging economic times. Instead of focusing on learning what not to do and avoid common pitfalls, investing in the right training will save you from the frustration of repeated rejections and help you achieve your goals more efficiently. This comprehensive approach not only enhances your skills for social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, but also provides a solid foundation for long term success in day game. The hybrid opener is a powerful tool that, when mastered, can get you laid in 1 to 6 approaches. It combines elements of indirect and direct game, allowing you to engage naturally while minimizing the risk of rejections. Of course, there's no direct compliments, but it's a more adaptive opener. By focusing on tonality, speed, and context, you create a seamless introduction that piques the interest and sets the stage for deeper connections with women. Additionally, investing in a professional training ensures you receive my personalized feedback and guidance for accelerating your progress and maximize. Sorry, losing my voice. Let me say that part again. Additionally, Additionally, investing in professional training ensures you receive personalized feedback and guidance, accelerating your progress and maximizing your potential. This investment in your development not only enhances your day game skills, but also instills a sense of confidence and competence because competence equals confidence, empowering you to approach each interaction with assurance and poise. So, okay, John, play a testimonial over here, right? So pick something, post it over here for the video. Note to self when you're editing this video. Okay, here's the call to action. Okay, ready? Get set, go. Listen up. The time to act is now. Every day you delay, every day you miss out on real opportunities to get laid with white girls for day game. Every single month that you delay and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna wait until it's sunnier or I'll wait till next year," is another fucking month you're gonna quit. The reality is clear. Waiting for the perfect moment won't change your life because it'll never come. The world does not pause for you to be ready. Success in day game with white girls does not wait for convenience. It's time to break free from excuses and take decisive action. Join my Elite Bundle 2 program and start seeing real results in your day game. This isn't just another course, it's a proven path to getting laid with white girls. With my guidance, you master the techniques and strategies, drills, and exercises needed to break through the barriers and to get laid with white girls. Don't let life pass you by. Take control of your journey or be left behind and quit. Because for those people that cannot procreate, you're pretty much sterile. Contact me today for a consultation. A 15-minute consultation is not long, or just text me. Just go on the contact me page. Start your journey to becoming a successful day gamer. This is your wake up call. Claim your success in day game and experience the results you've been seeking. The opportunity is here. It is not going to wait for you. Act now or regret it forever. And hey, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to elevate your game. Your journey to success starts right here, right now. Okay. So I hope you guys like that one. There's one more video left, okay? See how many views here. Can't really see without my glasses. Gotta squint like an Asian. I think another 10 more views would be decent. It'll get to 100. So let's change one more outfit. Maybe the blue blazer and maybe like a blue AP watch. Yeah, switch this one out. Very, very careful. Hopefully I don't have chapped lips or something. That'd be very annoying in the video. Oh shit, I do. Oh, that's not good. So he was texting me. All right. You really are falling behind. I'm not sure what day it is, but you gotta get your homework assignment done faster. The ones that have 3 things that you have to do, you gotta make sure you do them first. Don't forget the hairstyle thing too, because you got 4 days to do it. All right, just texting my student. You share a gold nugget from the AI video. Everyone gives John a thumbs up. All right. Thank you very much. If you guys give a thumbs up more than 6, right, it'll be good for the algorithms. Let me change to the last outfit and we can stop the video, okay? And maybe in the future, can only write, instead of writing 10 scripts, I only had the energy to write 6. It was down to the very last minute I was writing these scripts before I was going online because I knew no matter what, I had to be here, no matter what. So let me just change the outfit. Let me wear the AP watch first. Okay. Make sure I don't scratch it. So I'll take off the blazer first, and maybe the blue blazer will be the last one, or maybe a different blazer. Let me just grab something. Okay. This one will be the last blazer I'm gonna wear. This one. All right. Try this. I hope you guys do appreciate the effort because it takes a lot of work to actually get all. It takes a lot of work to get these videos up here, and since there's like videos almost like every few days now, it has been an improvement. But I need more students, right? It's very important I get more students too. So give it a thumbs up. There's 10 people here, right? Give it a thumbs up if you guys liking the advice. This will be the last advice video, unfortunately. I wish I had more. Are you guys ready? All right, here's the very, very last one for today. Ready, get set, go. Oh, fuck. Stop licking my lips. Chap lips. All right, ready, get set, go. How to improve your day game close rate. That's right. Improving your day game close rate just isn't about picking up a few new tricks. It's about transforming your entire approach to dating. Imagine walking into any social situation with the confidence and clarity of someone who knows exactly what to do and when to do it. This is okay, this isn't about memorizing lines, routines, or mimicking outdated tactics. It's about developing an intuition and understanding of social dynamics that allows you to connect genuinely and effortlessly. In this golden nugget video, with the right mindset and strategic approach, okay, with the right mindset and strategic approach, and also drills and exercises from yours truly, you can break free from the cycle of trial and error. And trust me, I know that trial and error because doing this for 23 years, I made a lot of mistakes and achieving consistent success. I'm John Elite and I'm the world's best day game coach. And I'm here to guide you through a transformative journey that aligns with the first principles thinking inspired by Elon Musk, strategic mindset. You're like, what? Elon Musk? What are you talking about, Willis? Did you say Elon Musk? Yes, I said Elon Musk. So, together, we'll unlock the secret to enhancing your day game skills and achieving the results you've always desired. So, here's the problem: the world of day game is fraught with outdated methods, platform scamming, and misconceptions with 0 or 1 late testimonial, leading to many to struggle despite their best efforts. Traditional tactics like those from Mystery Method, derivative like ABCs of low self esteem Asian, and RSD often relies on superficial tricks that fails to address the core of what makes interaction successful. These methods can leave you feeling frustrated and stuck and unable to break through the genuine connection barrier to get a same day lay. And economic pressure and societal shifts continues to evolve the need for more strategic and effective approaches, which is becoming increasingly critical. Without a clear framework, skill sets, foundations, and understanding of my fundamentals, many find themselves trapped in a cycle of disappointment and self doubt, unable to achieve the success they seek. Imagine standing on the edge of the sidewalk, okay? And your heart's racing as you spot someone you wanted to approach. You're like, oh, I want to approach her. Your mind is in a whirlwind of doubts and fears, paralyzing your interactions. Okay, I'll say this again. Your mind in whirlwind of doubts and fears is paralyzing you into inaction. You muster up the courage to take a step forward, only to be met with a dismissive glance by her. She's like, ugh, like Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl game, or a polite and uninterested smile. Each rejection feels like a punch to your self esteem, leaving you questioning your worth and ability to connect. The fear of rejection looms large in the shadow that follows you into every interaction, whispering that you're not good enough. Is torturous cycle, one that leaves you feeling isolated and defeated, convinced that true connection is beyond your reach. The path of seeing others thrive and you struggle is a constant reminder of your shortcomings, a relentless echo that chips away at your self-esteem and self-worth. Don't worry, I'll get into the solution soon. As you watch the world change around you with economic pressures and societal shifts, The fear of being left behind grows, leaving you trapped in a cycle of frustration and despair. But it doesn't have to be that way. The cycle can be broken. I'm here to show you how. So, number one, you got to embrace first principles thinking. You're like, what? Isn't this like engineering? Yeah, excellent. Okay. So, number one, embrace first principles thinking. Transform your approach by reasoning from first principles, not analogy. You're like, what does that mean? Let me tell you. To excel in Daygame, you need to think like Elon Musk. The reason from first principles. That means understanding the fundamental truths rather than relying on outdated analogies. So, when we look at the fundamental truths, for example, Elon Musk will think he wanted to put a battery in his car, but it's super expensive for him to buy batteries that are big enough to put in his car. So he broke it down to the fundamental truths. What's inside a battery, right? You have alkaline, you have cobalt, you have nickel, you have all these other, you know, things, right? Minerals. Because of so many minerals, Elon Musk thought if he bought all of the stuff separately, right? Then why can't he make his own battery for a fraction of the price? That is called first principles thinking. You break it down to the fundamental truths, and then you reason up from there. You don't reason by analogy saying, well, batteries are expensive, so forget about it, or maybe we just pay more money. No, you reason it from first principles, the Elon Musk principle. You don't reason by analogy. Oh, because mystery said this, mystery said that, mystery said this, mystery said 3-second rule. Mystery is reasoning by analogy. It is just as dumb as saying, hey, we don't need new cars because it's the past. Horses are better. That's like reasoning by analogy. Your reasoning by analogy is like reasoning by mystery. That's like why ABCs of low self-esteem Asians are all stuck. They're reasoning by analogy because it's mystery. Or they say RSD said this, mass approaching, direct game, massive action. You cannot reason by analogy. That's why these platform scamming networks, these popular coaches who are Machiavellian, they are the ones that you're reasoning by analogy. You're listening to the wrong people. You're getting stuck. That's like listening to the, if mystery is like Asperger's syndrome and RSD is like autism, you're listening to a social impairment. I'm teaching you stuff that the naturals uses for first principles. The naturals, historically, social skills for confident body language, for social calibrations, has always been a key important aspect of first principles. Game was a 2021 concept. It emerged from the first year I started day gaming. The zombies emerged, the zombie apocalypse. So if everybody else back then had social skills, a little bit of emotional control, and confident body language, then what the fuck is game? Game is for zombies to get women that are 4 out of 10 in looks. So reasoning by analogy is like saying, we don't need cars or horses. Horses are great. It's outdated thinking. Our mystery method and RSD lineage is filled with tactics that don't align with true natural behavior. Instead of focus on what's real, instead focus, let me say it. Instead, focus on what real naturals do. Not some fake naturals that dominate the industry. By stripping away the unnecessary and focusing on core principles, you can develop more of an authentic and effective approach. The mindset shift allows you to identify and eliminate inefficiencies, paving the way for genuine connections and success. Understanding the essence of social interactions rather than mimicking outdated tactics empowers you to navigate day game with clarity and purpose. By focusing on the core elements of attraction and connection, you can create a foundation for your success that withstands the test of time and changing social dynamics. First principles thinking encourages you to question the status quo and refine your approach based on what truly works. I think only in first principles. Me and Elon are the only two people that thinks in first principles. My entire coaching is first principles. Isn't that weird? It's all first principles: social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, game, looks, money, status. First principles. Everybody else is just all, it's all game, more game. That's reasoning by analogy. Game is what makes the most money. Game is what gets you into boot camps or bench hold camps. So, as I was saying, by understanding the underlying mechanics of attraction, you can tailor your strategy to fit your unique strengths and circumstances. This approach fosters creativity and innovation, allowing you to break free from the constraints of conventional wisdom or conventional stupidity, right? Or foolishness, and forge your path to success. So let's talk about number two, another Elon Musk principle. You guys are ready? You're going to like this one. I saved the best for last. So, number two, implement Elon Musk's 5 principles. You're like, whoa, what do you mean 5 principles? Oh shit, now I'm zoomed in. Okay. So, this is engineering terms. So, optimize your strategy with Elon Musk's 5 principles for efficiency and success. I'll say that again because in case I fucked with optimize, I got to pee again. So I got to speak faster. Optimize your strategy with Elon Musk's 5 principles for efficiency and success. So, number one, be less dumb. Question everything. Understand the origins of your tactics to avoid reasoning by analogy. Challenge the assumption, seeking clarity, and sharpening your approach and eliminate efficiencies. So, how do you challenge it? First of all, you got to say, mystery says that you got to approach women in 3 seconds. But the principle is be less dumb, right? Or you got to use DHV stories because you got to demonstrate higher value. So, you're breaking the first principle, which is being less dumb because you're reasoning by analogy, by mystery. Does that make sense? And my students don't even go direct. They don't do the 3 second rule. They don't use DHV stories. Number two, remove unnecessary steps. Eliminate everything that doesn't contribute to your goal. That includes direct game, artistic and creative vibe, and unnecessary romantic flirts, DHV stories, push pull tactics, all the other shit, self amusement. Stripping away the excess allows you to focus on what truly matters, creating a streamlined and effective strategy. And here's a secret. I eliminate so much from my game. I used to have an adaptive opener. So it used to be like two things are X plus Y are Z. That's it. But I eliminated that and I made the hybrid opener. Also, my game used to touch a little bit. Kino, as they call it. I stripped that away because the pandemic happened, because people were not vaccinated. So you couldn't touch. And when I stripped it away, it still worked even better. So I didn't have to bring it back. It's about eliminating unnecessary steps. You're like, well, really? So you're saying, John, that these global game platform scammers, they're adding everything, but you have to delete everything by removing unnecessary steps. What do you think Elon Musk is doing right now with Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency? They're stripping away every fucking unnecessary thing because they're going through Elon Musk's 5 principles. Be less dumb. Why would they want DEI programs sending condoms to Hamas or something? They might go somewhere else, right, to African country, but or else, like, why would you want woke DEI fucking programs like transvestite programs for other people in the Middle East? It's like, that's kind of dumb. Be less dumb. Number two, eliminate unnecessary steps. Elon Musk is doing that. And what's step number three? So if you can delete everything and you can only keep the most essential, or you cut so much. In my system, I cut so much that I have to bring some stuff back. Then you know that stuff that you overcut has to be brought back for the engineering principle. I'm not an engineer, by the way. So number three, avoid over optimization. Don't waste time optimizing tactics that don't fit your frame. Romantic flirts and DHV stories often backfire, especially when they don't align with your persona. Not everyone's a boyfriend and girlfriend frame. So don't optimize what does not need to be optimized. I'll say this again. Don't optimize what does not need to be optimized. I remember another person in the YouTube live section was like, hey, John, what do you think about NLP? Be less dumb. Remove it. It doesn't work. It has ruined my whole university. I was still a virgin after university because of NLP shit. When I removed it, don't optimize what does not need to be optimized. You don't optimize NLP shit You don't optimize romantic flirts. Oh, but it's romantic sexual. Then you have a ratio. No, 0% of romantic because you don't fit in the boyfriend girlfriend frame. Don't you understand? Zero DHV stories. Because if you're a short Asian like me, you try DHV, she does not fucking believe you. You start to see a pattern? Elon Musk is smart. I think the same way. This is why I'm the best day game coach in the world, and he's the richest man in the world. I'm not rich, but but we think the same in a different category of life. So don't waste the optimizing tactic that does not fit your frame. Romantic flirts and DHV stories will backfire, especially if you don't align with your low SMV. Focus on authenticity and genuine social skills rather than superficial tricks. Like, well, that's great now, John. You show us three. What's number four? Especially we have engineers here, you know, and they like this stuff. They like this way of scientific thinking, engineering thinking. But this is not engineering to me. This is a science, a repeatable science. So what's number four? Reduce the time it takes to get laid. That's right. So Elon Musk, he'll call it reduce the time it takes to get a car out of the factory. Give it a thumbs up if you're learning a lot. Reduce the time it takes to get a car out of the factory. One time, Elon Musk, right, with his shareholders, he says he need to get this many cars out there, or else he's not going to get the stock options package. So Elon Musk had a bet and he won. But how did he win? He reduced the time it takes to get the car out of the factory. So he starts stripping unnecessary things. Every single time something goes wrong, the ground will light up like red around that area, that station. He'll walk up to it and he'll say to the workers there, what's wrong? They'll tell him what the problem is and then he'll give them the solution. And then something else goes yellow. And then he walks towards that part of the Tesla factory. And then he says, what's wrong with this one? And eventually, this is what Elon Musk did to reduce the time it takes the car to get out of the factory. All those automated tools to build the cars, he actually stripped them out. They spray painted them with an X, and then they ripped them out of the ground. He's like, don't those things cost millions of dollars? Yes, but it's taking money away from him because they're too slow. Because he found that the humans could do a lot faster than the machines. So he actually reduced the production time. This is why you should go for same day lays. You don't have to wait weeks or something or days or something to go on multiple dates like mystery method. You can do a same day lay using the arrow science. Does that make sense? You're reducing the production time it takes to get the car out of the factory by practicing drills and exercises. You're sharpening the axe so you can cut down like the trees easier, metaphorically speaking, and get laid faster. You're reducing the production time. And what's number five? Because, okay, that's number four. Reduce the production time to get the car out of the factory. So go for same day lays, master maneuver, sexualized objections looping. This reduces the time it takes to achieve success, allowing you to connect more efficiently and effectively. Number five is automate through. Okay, number five is that once you have all of the four pieces, you automate it. Yeah, really? What do you mean automate it, John? You automate it. Like, well, we don't understand what it means. Explain. Through drills and exercises, right? Because it takes 21 days to develop a habit. 21 days. So if you keep practicing drills and exercises without taking more than 2-day break with the Elite Bundle 2, and you have Elite Access in Skype, and you practice all the time, and I correct it, you're automating it because it becomes a habit. That's your neural pathways will grow. And once you streamline your approach and automate it through consistent drills and exercises, supervised training, you're refining your skills effectively. Your skill points goes up, making success second nature. It's very simple, really. You go from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence to conscious competence to unconscious competence, automation. Why do you think programs like Kaizen and all these other things are compressing all the skills in a short amount of time? Because it's the most efficient way to do something. It's the most efficient way. So by applying these principles, you create a streamlined, efficient system that maximizes your chances of getting a same-day lay. This approach not only enhances your day game skills, but instills a sense of confidence and competence. Competence equals confidence, empowering you to approach each interaction with assurance and poise by eliminating unnecessary steps and focusing on what truly matters, right? And ripping all those automated car parts or those things that build the cars, and using people or automating it in the right ways, and not using mystery method or ABCs of low self-esteem shit, which is from mystery. This is what allows you to get laid more for day game. This is why they can only get one student laid in the fucking third world country, in the Latin shithole country, in fucking Peru or Mexico. Who gives a shit for day game? Who gives a shit? So do that in the West. They can't. They can only get like some nerdy Asian guy polling and not getting laid by getting dry dick. And even tall, self-proclaimed high leg count coaches, when they think they're so smart and they're such engineers and shit, like, oh, former engineers, blah, 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 right? What the fuck do they know? They only got one token Asian laid, and the other token Asian did not get laid, and he's fucked. That dumb fucking Asian, the second Asian is dumb fucking stupid listening to mystery method shit. Be less dumb, be less mystery method. Eliminate unnecessary mystery method steps. Don't optimize mystery method what does not need to be optimized. Reduce the production time it takes to get a same day lay without depending on fucking number closes with those low SMV Asians. And also, lastly, automate. They can't automate shit because they don't practice any body language or any skills. They just say, oh, try to be authentic and don't try too hard and be congruent. Shut the fuck up. What do you know? Well, my students are getting married now and, pumping out babies, you know? So what do they know? Reduce the time it takes to get the car out of the factory. And these principles encourage you to focus on efficiency, like Doge, right? The government efficiency, right? Department of Government efficiency and effectiveness, ensuring that every action contributes to your desired outcome. Got to be effective, efficient, effortless, and elite. By refining your approach and eliminating distractions, you create a clear path to success that is both sustainable and rewarding. And number 3, the solution is master the elite system. Achieve mastery with my Daygame system that simplifies and automates success. My system is all about being less dumb by rejecting outdated mystery methods like mystery method and RSD, mystery method tumor, Asperger's, and RSD cancer, autism. I remove all unnecessary steps, focusing on maneuver, sexualize, and objections looping. The goal is to get her on an instant date and back home and only flirting more when she talks more. The simplicity is key. It's about what you take away, not what you add. Does that make sense? It's not what you add. You guys are adding too much shit to the system. Adding way too much shit. Dating, getting 1% better is what Kaizen means, right? Exactly. Kaizen means like constant improvement, but drilling it down. Constant improvement. I think that's what the Japanese translation is for Kaizen, continuous improvement. So, having said that, my system reduces the time it takes to get laid from just 1 to 6 approaches that day when you have automated things through drills and exercises until it's second nature and following the first principles of a natural. This approach is like achieving superhuman efficiency, like Doji efficiency in Daygame, while others remain stuck in outdated tactics. By drilling these principles, you develop an instinctive understanding of social dynamics, not like real social dynamics, right? Because they're going against the entire be less dumb because they're more dumb. They're adding more unnecessary steps. They're optimizing direct game and mass approaching, which should not be optimized. They're increasing the time it takes to get their dick wet, which does not happen very often with RSD, unless you're tall and white or strong taking steroids. And they can't automate anything because they're only automating bad habits. That's right. They're automating bad habits. So, as I was saying, you develop an instinctive understanding of social dynamics, enabling you to adapt effortlessly to any situation in Daygame. This automation not only enhances your proficiency, 3 months to proficiency, right? Take it, Mr. A, but also frees your mind to focus on creating genuine connections. With a clear, streamlined strategy, you're equipped to navigate the complexities of Daygame with confidence and ease, achieving success consistently. The elite Daygame system empowers you to transcend the limitations of traditional methods by reasoning by analogy, so you can unlock your full potential being first principles and transforming your day game experience, getting you laid, getting you married faster. By focusing on the core principles and eliminating unnecessary game, global game platform scamming networks, advice, which is like DEI, diversity, exclusivity, and inclusion, which they never had the merit to teach because they don't get students laid. By eliminate unnecessary distractions like weeds to your garden, you create a powerful framework that grows like a big plant for success that is both effective and sustainable. This system allows you to achieve your goals with precision and confidence, ensuring that every interaction is a step towards success. Okay, play another video testimonial here. Maybe it's somebody getting married, John. Note to self for a future video. Okay, guys, ready for the call to action? Because this will be the end of it. But seriously, guys, you should join my elite bundle too. I'm not joking. It's not like expensive. $900 is cheap. You're not paying like a fucking $10,000 boot camp. And besides, you get to train longer now. So this way, I'm taking a loss so that way I can get more students late. If you're an engineer, take 3 months to proficiency. Take the new one because right now I doubled the price to 10K. If you still want to talk to me, get it for a lower price. Now it's 3 years of training instead of one full year. 3 years until you get married. It's called 3 months to marriage program. I changed the name now. So, and that's the thing. People don't want to cheap out. They're engineers, they can afford it. They want to invest more, they can do more. The more they invest, the more they emotionally invest. But let's talk about Elite Bundle too. All right, ready? Listen up. The time to act is now. Every day you delay is another day of missed opportunities and frustration. The reality is clear. If you're not taking action, you're missing out on real connection and experiences with white girls. Waiting for the perfect moment will never come. And this will not change your life. It's an opportunity cost. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. Success in day game does not pause for convenience. It's time to break free from the excuses and step up to the challenge. Join my Elite Bundle 2 program and start seeing real results for a day game by getting laid, getting same day lays, getting girlfriends, and getting married. This isn't just another course, it's the solution, and that you've been waiting for to get laid with white girls. And with my guidance, you'll develop the skills needed to succeed in day game, breaking through the barriers and achieving tangible results. So don't let life pass you by. Take control of your destiny or be left behind. Don't wait another month. You cannot wait another month. Fuck the snow. Who gives a shit? Contact me today for a consultation and start your journey to become an elite day gamer. Effective, efficient, effortless, and elite. This is your wake up call. Rise up and above the rest and claim your success in day game. Become one of my video testimonials. You have to earn it. The opportunity is here. It's not going to wait for you. Act now or regret it forever. Because once you quit and turn MGTOW, you're fucked. You won't come back for another like 10 years. And hey, if this message resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to elevate your game. Your journey of success starts right here, right now. Let me add one more thing to it, okay? Because I forgot to say this. Chap lips. All right. Welcome to Golden Nuggets. Okay, now I'll make up something. Welcome to Golden Nuggets, the advice video series. Back to the video. I'll just make up a few different ones. I can cut it into the video because I forgot to say Golden Nuggets. Golden Nuggets is the series that gives you golden nugget advice. Anyways, like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Okay, I'll make up another one, third one. So it's hard to make up on the spot. Welcome to Golden Nuggets, the series where you get the best advice and short golden nuggets. Like and subscribe and watch the entire video. Back to the video. Okay, good. All right, that's everything. Any questions before we go? I want to get more Elite Bundle 2 students. Anyone have any objections, any questions about Elite Bundle 2? If not, I'm going to stop this and grab something to eat. And I start teaching my students. They're texting me like crazy. Another ABC student, right, is texting me right now. The Latino student. Okay.
Excuse me real quick. I have a question. I was looking for a place called Zara. Do you know where I can find it? Oh, by the way, I just noticed something about you.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed something about you sucks. It has to be like, oh, by the way, I just noticed something about you. She has to say what, right? If she doesn't say what, she's gonna walk away. Fucking terrible. So I haven't heard the rest yet, right? But the first part was okay. You're taking your time and everything. Let me listen to it more. I'm on YouTube Live right now.
I just noticed that you are free.
Just like Vietnamese. How is it going? I'm looking for fuck that. What the fuck are you doing?
Creative and artistic.
Uh,
Are you an artist? I really think that you have a really artistic vibe
you already said the same fucking thing, creative and artistic, twice. What the fuck? You're fucking up the structure.
to you. I'm just curious. You're not.
No, you still want to do the whole hybrid opener before you start trying to get into the social skills flow drill. Absolutely fucking horrible. You're going to adhere to the protocol. So we're going to start with a 27-second audio. My critique is going to be 4 videos or audios. And then you're going to go back to 27-second audio and then back to your audio. Let me set it up for you. Okay, so let's see, 27-second audio first. Let's place this on top. Absolute shit. Okay, my critique. Listen to the above first. Now my critique. Here, 4 videos. I mean, 4 audios. Okay, so back to 27-second audio. And just delete it. Back to 27-second audio. By going through this process, they're not delusional. They can hear all their mistakes after they yell at their brain because they'll be like, "You hear my mistakes. That's voice. I want to do this. I want to do this properly. That's not my voice. I don't want to listen to your ideas. Also, quick voice. I don't want to stop talking to me. Shut the fuck up." So basically, with the 4 voices of low self-esteem, right? It cancels it, so they can hear the mistakes. After that, now he has to listen to his audio. Lastly, your audio over here. Then adhere to the protocol and hear it like is your cousin speaking, not you. Tell me what your mistakes are. All right. So yeah, a lot of students like want to be coached by me, but yeah, that's some golden nuggets. Give a thumbs up for that. I'm not supposed to teach you this kind of stuff, but that's what elite access would be like. You'd be doing drills and exercises, and then you're gonna go out there, and then you're gonna record some audio for me, bring it back home. I correct it. You go back out there, you keep sharpening up your skills, and one day when it's 20 out of 35, you get laid in like a couple approaches. Have a good night. Eat something. I'm gonna have some pizza, so it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. So, oh yeah, last time I made some pizza. You want to see it? Hopefully, you guys can see it. I made this from scratch. Maybe I turn this off. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, once again, it's super bright. Yeah, I made this from scratch. I have enough dough balls to make 2 pizzas. Really good. Hopefully it's clear enough. That's what I'm gonna have. And I'm gonna put some beef on it this time. Normally Italians don't put beef. This is a Napolitano style of pizza, the Italian version. So, anyways, grab Elite Bundle 2, and Mr. A, consider just signing up for a 3MP and get started sometime. It's gonna be a whole year of a training, and we can work around your schedule. Forget about Elite 60. Do not half-ass it. Go all in. And for the rest of you, right? I don't know what your objections are. I'm gonna keep preaching Elite Bundle 2. I have to grow the tree of life for Jesus. So you may not like that. Fuck MagTel, fuck red pill shit. I have to grow the tree of life. This is my job for him. So I I have to promote it. I have no choice. I'm helping people. I'll be evil and unethical if I don't promote it. So that's all I gotta say. Give it a thumbs up. And in the future, there'll be more advice videos, a different series, maybe 5 or 6 more videos, and then we'll stop. That's 2 minutes and 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna stop it right now. If there's no questions, I'm gonna stop it right now. I can't wait to eat that pizza. I get 2 dough balls, all of it, big ones, so I can make like 2 really large pizzas. I have like a pizza stone, right? So I can make it in my own oven. Not that hard. All right, no more questions. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Ciao.